Ever wonder how to make your wedding invitations that much more interactive and fun? Thinking of ways to personalize your wedding day? Want to keep your dance floor packed all night? Discover the magic of RSVP song requests. Imagine this. Your guests are not just attendees, but they're also co-creators of your wedding playlist. By inviting them to submit their favorite songs with their RSVP, you're not only adding a personal touch to your celebration, but you're also ensuring that your dance floor stays packed all night. Whether it's Aunt Judy's favorite oldie or your college friend's go-to party anthem, these song requests can transform your reception into a unique, inclusive, and unforgettable experience. By the end of this edition, you will understand why RSVP song requests are becoming a must-have for modern weddings.
Listen now and understand the RSVP song requests add a personal touch to your wedding. These are wedding insider secrets for a stress-free, fun, and memorable day. Our podcast helps engaged couples navigate wedding planning complexities and addressing family expectations. We'll guide you through the journey of creating the perfect wedding day without unnecessary stress. Get concise tips on budgeting, wedding party management, ceremony, reception planning, and more. Perfect for anyone planning a wedding, all in 30 minutes or less. Trust us, you don't want to miss this.
Welcome to Stress-Free Wedding Planning, the podcast that will transform your wedding planning journey from chaotic to enchanting. Sal and Sam bring over 80 years of combined wedding expertise and exclusive insider information to the table. If you're recently engaged, feeling the pressure of wedding planning, struggling with family expectations, but still dreaming of a joy-filled wedding, you've come to the right place. Get ready to unveil the best-kept wedding secrets, discover practical tips and strategies, and learn life-changing lessons for a stress-free wedding. Your unforgettable wedding day awaits. We're here to take you on a transformative journey of love, laughter, and memories. So don't miss out on the podcast that just might change your life. This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam.
Learn more about our experience and the journey to help you with stress-free wedding planning in the trailer or pilot of this podcast.
In today's edition, understanding how RSVP song requests add a personal touch to your wedding is brought to you part by Hero Vision Productions and Wedding Styles of Connecticut Wedding Shows. That's weddingstylesofct.com. But first, if you have a question or concern, go now onto Facebook and join us in the stress-free wedding planning community and ask away. You can also join us on our YouTube channel. Just search for Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast, subscribe, and get it first.
In this edition, we'll explore why RSVP song requests are becoming a must-have for modern weddings, and we'll share tips on how to incorporate them into your invites seamlessly. I've seen this idea become more and more popular over the years, and all you're doing is really adding a line somewhere on the RSVP cards. And really it is, you're just adding that little line so somebody can add a request, 2 or 3 lines you can add if you want them to make more. It's a great idea, but you need to plan ahead and know the advantages and pitfalls of having song requests on your RSVP. So we'll go through the good elements of why we should do this, and then at the end, Sal will give you some of the pitfalls.
Firstly, you need to order your invitations well in advance. You need plenty of time to correlate the songs from the RSVP. The RSVP card is part of the package when you order your invitation, so there's no additional cost. You may want to put these on a separate card, however, this might cost you additional. Ask for no more than 3 favorite songs from your guests. If you're tight for space, use the back of the RSVP of the blank section, and you could ask your guests to write their songs choices there. But you have to add a disclaimer line saying you, the couple, have veto power over all song choices. This way, requests like the Macarena, Teach Me How to Dougie, and the Chicken Dance will be null and void. This is something that has been a pitfall too. And I just want to bring this up right here at this section, because a lot of times couples do not word it properly and people don't realize that they may not get their song. So you need to be very clear that this is merely a suggestion and we get the last veto power on it if it's going to make it or not.
Those are some very good points, Sal. I love it when they do this, but it has to be done right. Those steps that you mentioned should be followed if you want this to work. Now, the next step is choosing the wording. We're going to give you some choices here. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see the examples come up on your screen. And while I'm reading these, you can jot these down or make some choices on how you want to edit it. So, number one, we're looking for song ideas for the dance portion of our reception. Give us your favorite dance song and you might hear it played. So again, you're asking them for it, that you might play it. Again, that disclaimer has to be there after this as well. The next suggestion is we're taking requests. Please tell us if there's a song you'd like to dance to. So again, you're asking them for the request, but you're also saying, if you request it, you better get out there and dance to it. And this is where you'd put 2 or 3 different lines to it. A variation on that is, we're taking requests. Let us know if there's a song you'd like to hear. Now, you notice it doesn't say that we'll get you out on the dance floor. So use this one with caution. The next one. I will dance at your wedding if you play this song. Now, this is one of the best choices because it tells the guest that you're looking for the song, but you will be out there dancing if it's selected. Next one. Please request a song so together we can dance all night long. Another perfect example of how you can make the wording work for you. Again, you're asking your guests to make a request, but you're going to join them on the dance floor. So that's another incentive for them to make the song selection on the RSVP so that later on, you guys can dance all night long.
And don't forget about the disclaimer line. You want to make sure that they understand that you may not play it, so you have the veto power to say yay or nay. So now we've just explained how to get started with song requests on your RSVP card. Coming up next, we'll give you more examples and tips and understanding how RSVP song requests add a personal touch to your wedding.
This is the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast with Sal and Sam, a podcast for engaged couples concerned about wedding planning and family expectations, but who want to have a stress-free, fun, and unforgettable wedding.
Wedding Tip Wednesday is brought to you by Emerge Cosmetics. Are you ready to emerge? Our line of lipsticks, lip glosses, and mascaras was created to empower and become who you truly are, strong, beautiful, and confident. Use the coupon code SF1 at emergecosmetics.com for an instant 10% off. That's coupon code SF1 at emergecosmetics.com. Emerge is the true you.
Here's another Wedding Tip Wednesday. Creating an email address that both you and your partner have access for just for the wedding planning. This way, you're not getting unwanted emails in your regular email. And then when things are over, you get to shut that thing down and not worry about any spam.
This is one of the best ideas that I give to my clients. It really is a way to avoid spam. You keep your personal email separate and you have a wedding dedicated email. That's another great tip from Sal and Sam.
This summer, Wedding Styles of Connecticut Wedding Shows is hosting 2 of the most fun, interactive, and informative wedding planning events around. The Bridal Bash events at Woodwinds in Branford and the Fairfield County Bridal Bash at Pinstripes in Norwalk. Designed for wedding couples to enjoy a fun night out with their family, friends, and wedding party. Whether you are just starting the wedding planning process or putting the finishing touches on your special day, the Bridal Bash combines everything you need and more. You'll experience the best of what Woodwinds and Pinstripes have to offer, along with their hand-picked preferred wedding professionals. You'll enjoy entertainment, dancing, raffle prizes, delicious food, and signature drinks. Get ready for the most exciting wedding planning events of the season, the Bridal Bash events. Save the date for the Woodwinds Bridal Bash in Branford, Connecticut on Thursday, July 25th, and the Fairfield County Bridal Bash at Pinstripes in Norwalk, Connecticut on Thursday, September 26th. For tickets and more information on the Bridal Bash events, go to weddingstylesofct.com. That's weddingstylesofct.com.
And now back to the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast.
Welcome back to understanding how RSVP song requests add a personal touch to your wedding. Hi, I'm Sam from Atmosphere Productions, wedding entertainment with expert knowledge and the difference in quality. Visit us at atmosphere-productions.com.
Hi, I'm Sal from After Hours Events in New England, the leader in making your wedding stress-free. Check us out on the web at afterhoursevents.com. We've already discussed how to begin the process of some examples of song requests on your RSVP. Remember, your goal is to build a playlist for your wedding that your guests can contribute to. Making it ahead of time is crucial. Send an RSVP card with your invitation to guests, but include a line at the bottom. The line should say something like, I promise to dance if you play, and include the blank line. Guests can add a song or two that they'd like to hear. Add a couple of weeks to your date response time because you want to give everyone an opportunity to get everything in, and there's always going to be those latecomers. So as you receive the response cards back, you'll be able to curate your playlist and using suggestions from your guests. Most importantly, your guests are more likely to send in the RSVP card sooner to get the song request and more likely to dance on the day of your wedding.
Now, let's check some examples. One of my favorites is the cassette. I love the old cassettes style, and it's square, so it'll fit nicely on the P card. But there are loads of other designs that you can use. As I said, this is my favorite because you can, on the flip side, you can do the song requests, or you can do it on the front. There are loads of different options because it's that square oblong shape. Now, another choice is having it like a little bit more formal, where you would say, kindly reply by such and such a date, and then whether the guests are coming, and you'll dance if the DJ plays such and such song. So you can either have it, small card, or you can have the full idea. If you're doing online RSVPs, your guests can still participate in it. You don't have to, send them something if everything's being done online. You can get a free QR code that links to your website, then put the details on a card, and guests can add a song request via your website. There's a description of one. If you're on the YouTube channel, you can see exactly what that looks like. So don't think that there's only one or two ways of doing this. You have loads of options. If you go onto Pinterest, it'll blow your mind the differences that you can have out there, and which ones you can use to benefit your choices.
Now, something that's very important. Do not treat these songs as must-plays, but more of a guide for your DJ to get the feel for your crowd. A lot of guests will request their wedding songs or songs they just want to hear. So go through the database and prioritize your favorites and least likely to be played. Try to select a variety by keeping in mind the age range of your guests. Don't worry about picking too many songs. Your DJ will be able to read the crowd and select the best.
Now, a little caveat, you can forego the response card idea, and if you want to be a modern couple, about 6 weeks before the wedding, send an email with the following wording. Dear wedding guest, obviously you would put their name in there. Quick hello and a request. We invite you to nominate one song for our wedding reception in 6 weeks' time or X amount of time. Another example can be, you can email us with the title and artist of your song. We will do our best to source your song and include it in the evening's festivities. And then finally, you have to put the warning. Warning, any particularly dodgy suggestions will be edited. Can't wait to receive your nominations and also see you at the wedding. Lots of love. So you see there, in that you were able to put in everything that you need to explain that you want to request. If it's played, it will get you on the dance floor. And if it's kind of a sketchy song, it's definitely not going to be played.
So there you have it. We've just provided some insider tips on understanding how RSVP song requests add a personal touch to your wedding. We've explained how to create the wording, when to send the RSVPs out, and how to correlate your song list to give you to your DJ. Hopefully these insights will help you navigate your big day smoothly and ensure it's everything you dreamed it would be. Now, what do you think of this idea? Tell us about it in the Facebook community.
Now, as you spend the next week planning your wedding, if you want me, Sal, or our community of stress-free engaged couples and wedding experts to answer any wedding-related questions, then join us in the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Facebook group.
Once you're in, go ahead and share your concerns and worries, and we'll let you know if you're on the right track or if there are some things you need to work on. The link to join us is in the show notes of this edition, or go to Facebook and search for the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Community.
Remember to do something nice for someone today. And if you can't, then do something nice for yourself. If you've enjoyed what you've just heard, leave a review and share it with a friend or someone who would benefit from this information. Until next time, it's TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Thank you for listening to this edition. A new edition is released every Wednesday. Subscribe and get it first. We'll catch you then. Ciao.
The Stress-Free Wedding Planning Podcast is produced and copyrighted by Atmosphere Productions in association with After Hours Events of New England.
Sponsored in part by Clear Vision Productions and the Wedding Styles of Connecticut Wedding Show Series.